One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To throw, it's Pavia. He's going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year, and that has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment with expectations for this squad to end up like they did. A lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated. They better come out with some venom to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today.
And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Using his legs, it's Joyner. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Under fire. A strike downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He might want another play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The lone back's got it. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. The quick out. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have empty.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got it in the middle. It's Joyner. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go.
Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Oh, they're after him. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out with it, it's Fitzgerald. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14. Picked off. A turnover in their own end.
I'll tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass. The throw. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast and big.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 21 over South Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Makes the grab, it's Joyner. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. from the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Red Raiders looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Runs through a tackle. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Red Raider. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws into the middle of the field. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking for space. It's Joyner. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. The offense changing the play. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly.
Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Joyner. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout. Texas Tech.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Morton. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Morton. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Carter. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Moving away from pressure. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown Doors! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd.
Guys, Washington State and UW have been battling for all the apples since 1963. Here's an update. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarter.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Trying to take it back. The tag. Touchdown Commodores. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, Dave...
There he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires left. He's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raider. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Grabbed behind the line, it's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. handoff to the single back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And some room to work. Got a first down. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Vandy. They take the lead with the 6.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 18 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Blasted as he lets it go. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Here's a hit. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that one's incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about it. He made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Dumps it to the back. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And listen, I think the offense did a really good job isolating that running back on a linebacker, running the angle route, had him open. Running back's there. You got to make that play, man. Had a chance after the catch to do some damage.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense with the threes coming soon.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fitzgerald. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Stowers. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Starts to scramble to the left. He's turning it loose into the middle. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Vanderbilt!
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Morton. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Look, you would love to have gotten the touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Listen, let's stretch this lead out. Now you got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
Off the play fake. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Grab near the sticks. It's Fisher. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pavia. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they go back on top. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Joyner. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Morton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carter.
Oh my God.
Big gain there. He's
Oh my
knocked
God.
down immediately at the 45.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle at Sherrill. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the...